You guys, I have some exciting news. I'm starting a mail club. Did you see that one coming? Yes, this biologist by trade is really excited to share that they are going to start their very own little mail club, and technically it's going to be a sticker club, okay? I want to send you guys stickers each and every month and fill your little mailboxes with joy and intentionality. I think mail is really exciting. I think it's cool. I wait for the mail person to come every single day here at my office desk. I know exactly when they're going to come around. I know usually who it's going to be, and it just fills me with so much joy looking at them and waiting to see if they put anything in my mailbox. Most of the time it's, you know, boring letters or boring mail from like banks or the government, yada yada, but sometimes it's got a cute stamp on it that's usually quite decorative and fun themed and handwritten. And so those are my absolute favorite days when I do get handwritten mail. I have signed up for a couple mail clubs in the past. My favorite one is Tiny Little Egg, one of my favorite YouTubers and graphic artists. You can find them here. They inspired me. I love whenever I get their mail each month. And I just think it's crazy that this little artist in Utah had their hands on this envelope and created this and sent it to me in the mail, and now it's in my hands in a literal different country. I think that's so cool. And that magic is something that I'd love to continue sending out into the world as the year progresses. And there's a lot of reasons to seek joy and to seek analog art. The art that we make as artists and as humans is so special and wonderful, and I want to keep doing it, and I think people are going to want to keep seeing it. So I'm really excited to launch this mail club, and I think you should stick around to hear about how I am getting this ball moving. So we're gonna talk about a couple things in this video. I'm gonna talk about what I chose to put into my mail club letters, how I chose to package them, how I figured out admin stuff, how to receive people's orders and how to get them sent out, how much to price them accordingly to all the materials needed to put inside of it. And then we're gonna go get them in the mail and get them out to you. If you wanna sign up for my mail club, you can do so at the link in the description below. And until then, let's dive into the video and see how the heck we're starting a mail club. So one of the first things I had to figure out was what's gonna go in my mail club subscription. I've been working on developing my own kind of artist identity for several years now. Recently, I picked up my girlfriend's iPad and played around on Procreate. And I finally found this design kind of style and structure of art that I really love, where I take a bird photo and kind of turn it into a design. I think this is so cool because I love birds so much, and if I'm not bird watching, then I might as well be inside drawing birds, all right? That's how I want to live my life. Not only do I want to put stickers inside of these magical little mail packages, but as you know from watching my last video, hopefully, I also like to make lino cuts, and I'm really excited to share my lino cut of the month in this little mail subscription box as well. And they're all gonna have this kind of wildlife theme. It's called Marsh Mail, which is my last name, Marshall, but it's also my nickname. And it's also a type of beautiful environmental ecosystem and habitat. So I really love this connection to biology and wildlife, and why I love making art, and the kind of art that I make is very environmental centered and focused. So I just feel like that's a great name. And I also love marshmallows, so why not? It's kind of perfect. I'm also gonna write a newsletter that I'm just gonna call, I think because I love it here, newsletter, and it's gonna just include why I chose the birds or the stickers or the themes that I chose that month. It's gonna include what's been on my mind lately. I also watch a lot of movie and TV, so I also want to include what my favorite show is that month. I don't know, it's just a little podcast update that I'm gonna do, and I just think it's a sweet way of reminiscing and reflecting and sharing what I've felt and seen that month. So those are the three things that each of the envelopes are gonna contain. Part 2, I need to figure out how to package my little mail. There are different routes that you can go with packaging mail. Of course, you can purchase from a big bulk store. You can purchase from Costco or Amazon, God forbid, and get a bunch of envelopes at once and a bunch of printmaking paper at once. But I didn't want to do that. I wanted this to feel kind and loving the whole way, and intentional for that matter. I also wanted to support small business, so I went to my local stationery store and picked out really cute little paper that I'm gonna put my prints on, and I picked out my favorite color envelope, which is lavender for this month. It might change next month, we'll see. And I bought them individually. It is gonna mean that the mail subscription is gonna cost a little bit more, but that's just the world that we live in. You can either be an ethical consumer and spend more money, or you can be a less mindful consumer and spend less money. But I'm trying to do the former, especially since it's the start of the year, when I'm really thinking about how I can set the intention for the rest of the year. So I'm really excited about my little system. Third of all, I had to figure out admin, the more boring side of things. How did I want people to sign up for my little mail club subscription? Now, a lot of people I follow that have bigger followings than me use Patreon. I think there's one called Coffee or Ko-Fi. Buy Me a Coffee. There's all kind of different platforms. There's Substack where you can give creators money. I don't really exist on any of those yet. Like, I kind of have a Buy Me a Coffee, but I don't really use it. I don't think I'm like big enough or like, I don't think I'm ready for a Patreon. So I just went with an easy, simple Google form and shared the link to signing up for January's subscription on my social media. And that seems to be working quite well for right now. The downside of that is that people aren't really familiar with my artwork quite yet. So I don't know if there's like this kind of like weariness over using a Google form and you're not, putting your like card into this like well-known site like Patreon, but instead it's just, Venmo or e-transfer and just keeping it really small scale and simple and DIY right now. And yeah, I think that feels like a really good way for me to be right now within this like project, at least on the scale that it is currently. Now, if you guys go crazy and love my art and pop off in this video, it's just like gets thousands of views, then I might have to upgrade to Patreon. So stay tuned. Final step. And this is the step that I'm on right now, realistically. I'm on the stage of where I need to actually send out these envelopes, okay? And continue posting about it. But in terms of getting these out the door for the friends that already bought some, and first of all, I just wanna say thank you so much to the friends that did sign up for my little newsletter subscription box. It's so sweet and I feel so blushing towards it, so thank you. I gotta get these packages out in the mail today. I gotta get them stamped. I gotta finish doing the lino prints that I have. I'm actually doing the loon print that I made in the lino cut video last week, so it may look familiar to you. And if you loved that and you want your own loon print, then sign up for my mail club. The link to sign up is in the description below, right here, down there. Down there, you can do it. You can do it. I've got a little bit of work that I need to do to catch up on this project and get these envelopes out the door. I think I need to actually go run to the stationery store to find some more envelopes because I had a couple more people sign up than I had originally planned, which is a good problem to have. And I just wanted to say that I think that this is gonna be really exciting. I'm assuming that there's gonna be some bumps and hiccups along the way, and as is the nature for starting new projects, and especially coming from this as a biologist, like I'm not, a trained entrepreneur, so I have things to learn for sure, and I'm just excited about the unknown mostly. I feel like kind of that like responsibility to people now that someone's actually like paid me money to receive something I made. That is so wild and crazy to me, and I just like, I can't get over how gratifying that feeling is, if that's the right word. And yeah, it just makes me like elated and over the moon that people would care about something that I make. And I just really appreciate people showing up for me in that way. If you love mail, if you love birds, if you love stickers, if you love and support queer art, then please check out the link at the description below and sign up on the Google form to receive your mail. Right now, I think I can send anywhere in Canada and the US. It's just a wee little card and no tracking or anything is involved. So it just is to the whims of snail mail, which is part of the art and the fun and playfulness of it all. So hopefully that appeals to you. Until then, I hope everyone has an amazing start to the new year. I hope your year is filled with so much intention and love and joy and playfulness and mail. Real mail, none of that boring mail from the bank or from bills or from the government during tax season. I want you guys to have just so much love and intentionality infused into your year, okay? All right, I think that's it. I'll see you guys next week. Thanks for watching the Alphabet Superset weekend. Love you.